Myers is joining us live from West Hollywood with more on what community leaders are doing to slow the spread. Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Lou. The County Board of Supervisors declared this local emergency on monkeypox this morning. This comes after Governor Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency yesterday due to the outbreak. Now, by declaring this local emergency, the county will be able to quickly administer vaccines as more become available and to make efforts to obtain supplies and enhance outreach and awareness. The county will also request recovery assistance be made available under the California Disaster Assistance Act and ask the state to expedite access to state and federal resources.
To date, LA County as a whole has received about 24,000 vaccines that we can administer. 14,000 have been administered. So, the state of emergency is going to allow us to increase contact tracing, which, unlike COVID, contact tracing for monkeypox is going to be far easier because it's skin-to-skin contact. So, we're gonna ramp up and really get it done and bring it home.
Yesterday, the governor declared a state of emergency that will help bolster vaccination efforts as well. Data shows nearly 800 cases have been confirmed in California, with more than 300 of those in LA County. The state also reported that 98.3% of those cases were confirmed in men that identify as part of the LGBTQ community. As for vaccines, the state has distributed more than 25,000 doses out of a total of 61,000 doses received so far. And new today, the federal government is taking action to combat the outbreak by announcing FEMA's Robert Fenton as the White House National Monkeypox Response Coordinator. His team will work on increasing availability of tests, vaccinations, and treatments. And there are some misconceptions about the viral infection. It is not a sexually transmitted disease. Anyone can get it, and it's spread through skin-to-skin contact, respiratory droplets, even sharing bedding or clothing. We spoke with one local man who contracted monkeypox who wants to remain anonymous. He told us that everyone should take the disease seriously.
This is not a gay person's disease. Now, I know it for some reason had started with the gay community, typically having sexual relations with people, but this is going to spread to everybody. It's going to be everywhere soon. So they need to remove this whole gay disease thing away and just focus on this is a emergency for everybody.
Starting tomorrow here in West Hollywood, there will be vaccinations available at the West Hollywood Library, but appointments will be needed. Reporting live here in West Hollywood, I'm Erin Myers, KTLA 5 News.
All right, thank you, Erin. A bill that could test Los Angeles as a safe injection site for drug users is now on its way to Governor Newsom's desk. The controversial bill would allow LA City and County to provide spaces where people can get clean needles to use their pre-obtained drugs. Trained professionals would also be on site to assist in the event of an overdose. 4 years ago, Governor Newsom said that he was very, very open to the pilot program. If approved, it would last through 2027. Each jurisdiction would also fund a peer-reviewed study on the effectiveness of the program.
3 people are dead and 2 others are still hospitalized following a fiery crash in Rialto.
Several cars were involved in the violent crash. KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang live now in Rialto with the details. Kimberly?
Glenn, witnesses tell me that they feel horrible that they couldn't save the victims. 3 people died, including a woman and child who police say were trapped together in a burning car. Take a look at the scene from yesterday around 6:30 p.m. Police say the driver of a Jeep Cherokee, who's believed to have caused the chain of events, was also killed. Witnesses told Rialto police that the Jeep was speeding on Valley Boulevard when it first sideswiped a Chevy Silverado. The Jeep continued on and was swerving in the road. Then it slammed into the back of a Kia Sorento that was simply stopped at a red light near Valley and Riverside Avenue. The force of the impact pushed the Kia into the back of a Honda. Both cars caught fire. Police say the woman and child were trapped in the burning Kia. Officers tried to rescue them as other officers and bystanders tried to put out the flames. Isabel Cobian, a restaurant worker nearby, says customers tried their hardest to help.
All the customers in the restaurant, we thought it was an earthquake. It was like a huge explosion. Everything shook. I had a party in the back of like 20 people, and they went running out to see what had happened. And one of the guys, he was an ex-police officer, and he went out to see what had happened. And he said he tried to save a woman and a little girl, but it was too late. It was awful. Like, I felt sick to my stomach. Me and my coworker, we didn't even we didn't know how to continue. It was terrible.
Police say a total of 8 vehicles were impacted by this crash, and 2 additional drivers were taken to hospitals with injuries. They are expected to survive. Anyone with information is asked to contact Rialto Police. Reporting live in Rialto, Kimberly Chang, KTLA 5 News.
All right, thank you, Kimberly. Still ahead, a major national counterterrorism success as the Al-Qaeda leader is killed in a U.S. drone strike.
Plus, a sewage shock